You see, I used to be 320 pounds. I used to be severely depressed, but through consistent work, better nutrition, getting into a more positive environment, I was able to see firsthand what can happen when you focus on your body. I was sold. I was all in on this dream. I was hopeful for a better future for America. And so, 2008, my first year to vote, I voted for Barack Obama. 2012, also voted for Obama. 2016, I voted for Hillary. I saw Trump as a completely deranged sociopath, total narcissist, someone who really wants to destroy and divide America. So 2020 rolls around and I voted for Biden. Was he a great pick? No. And I feel most people who voted for Biden at the time also felt he was not the best pick. But he wasn't Trump. And it was very clear, are you voting for good or are you voting for evil? Trump. We all experienced the lockdowns, the mask wearing, the vaccinations. We saw all of the rhetoric surrounding COVID. We saw all the misinformation around COVID, how it didn't originate from a lab in China. In fact, what Trump was saying about it coming out of China was racist. And to even say that it came out of China, you were a racist and you were labeled just a racist, labeled a conspiracy theorist. Your content, any content around COVID, around the whole lab situation, around vaccines was censored. It was labeled as misinformation. And we were all constantly fact checked. I started really thinking about things and questioning what was really going on. You see, I used to be 320 pounds. I used to be severely depressed, but through consistent work, better nutrition, getting into a more positive environment, I was able to see firsthand what can happen when you focus on your body, when you focus on your health. And I actually got COVID over a year before the first vaccines actually came out for it. And mind you, it completely wrecked me. 5 days in, I legit thought I was dying. I wasn't sure what exactly was going on. This was, I want to say, a month or so before the first lockdowns happened. So no one even really knew about COVID and what was going on. So I remember going to the doctor and basically being told, like, hey, sorry, like, we don't really know what's going on, but like your vitals, like your lungs, they did x-rays, like you don't have any sort of pneumonia. This is just some sort of virus. You have to work through it. There's unfortunately nothing we can really do. Like, you can take some stuff to kind of like offset the intensity of it, but it's just going to take time. So when the vaccines did finally roll out, I did not see any logical reason whatsoever for me to take the vaccine. We were all told that it will prevent you from getting COVID. By taking the vaccine, you will not get and you will not spread COVID. That all turned out to be a lie. And so I watched in real time this demonization of anyone who didn't take the vaccine or who spoke up about it and simply did the right thing, the natural thing that any person should do, and that's ask questions. Just questioning, like, is this for sure safe? Like, is this something that we all should be taking? This thing that's been rushed to market? Like, is this good for people's overall health? And I think we can all agree that there are many situations, many cases where the vaccine made sense, where taking the vaccine did clearly help people. But no, it didn't matter what you said. If you questioned it, you were a crazy anti vaxxer. You were a conspiracy theorist. So I was going through all this towards the end of Trump's first term, but I still believed he represented evil. And I still, in 2020, voted for Biden. And it didn't take very long into Biden's presidency to see that something isn't right here. Something is off. And as time went on, I really started to look more deeply into my beliefs, what I care about, and what I feel is important. And I started paying more attention to my triggers, the things that would make me emotional, and started asking myself, why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking this way? What is the reasoning for this? Why do I believe the things I'm hearing about Trump, about the people surrounding him? And is this, taking a step back, taking a look objectively, is this reality? Is this based in rationality? And the more I peeled the layers of the onion back, I very quickly realized most of this was based completely in irrationality. I'm not here to say that Trump is the best, that everything he does is right. What I am sharing with you is my personal journey going from this to where I am now. And that most of what you have learned to think, most of the rhetoric and discussion you've been sucked into and you parrot is not actually reality. And that you have been tricked into believing that this is what's going to destroy America, when, in fact, what the Democratic Party had been doing up until this most recent election, where Trump is going to live out his second term, was the actual destruction and divide of America. And I am not trying to convince you to jump to the other side. All I am simply doing is to encourage you. Really look into your thinking. What are your triggers? Why do you feel this way? What is the reality, the objective truth behind all this. And I think the more you do that, you'll see that it's not quite what it all seems.
For more great videos, download the WalkAway Social app at walkawaysocial.com. Share your testimonial and join our community.